why don't you let me know that we're on our way?
Huh?
I wanted to put down that we're on our way, but
Yeah. Just wait till someone pops in. Oh, okay. You got it open, volume then?
I don't know. I gotta.
Hello, Rebecca, touched by your. We're on our way to Fort Stockton. Got about a 4-hour drive. We're just leaving and headed out. Yeah, Joanne, Jackie Boy, and me. Got it open?
Almost.
Yeah, Joanne will be reading the chat. Hello, Todd. Welcome in. Yeah, we're on our way to Fort Stockton. Right now, we're in the medical center area in San Antonio. I'm with Joanne and Jackie Boy. We will be headed to the historic Fort Stockton Living History Days. Just gotta get out of this area of San Antonio first. Yeah, of course, traffic light catches us. Be nice when it'll be very nice once we get west of Kerrville.
Rebecca, touched by yarn.
Yeah.
Todd, you say hi to them?
Yeah, I said hi to. Okay. Yes, sometimes a day when when they have the rush of traffic through here, this area gets very busy, especially at times around the heading to the shift changes at the hospital. Got the shadow?
Huh?
Got the shadow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it would help if I'd catch some of these light screen. Any new?
Jason's
Hey,
Adventure.
hey, Jason, welcome in. Yeah, speaking of Jason, I haven't published the video yet. I do got it all together and that. I met with Jason and Troy from Adventure America, and we did a meet up and hike at Palmetto State Park. Yeah, and we're going to be driving to the historic fort. Be nice to get out in West Texas again.
Holla.
Holla, welcome in, Holla. Yep. Our first little hit of construction. And hopefully we had that out of the way early.
Mary Cooper.
Hello, Mary Cooper, welcome in. What are they saying?
Howdy. Good morning.
Huh?
Some are saying howdy and good morning.
Oh, good morning. Smooth move, XLX. That's a term I say when I think someone does something sudden or stupid. Yeah, that one time we did the driving live and
Hey, Jason. You're saying hi to me. Hello, town. And trail.
hello, Town and Trail, welcome in. Yeah, they're in this area. They
Town-
recently did.
Town and trail?
Yeah, Town and Trail.
Oh, okay.
They recently did some videos of Government Canyon.
Uh-huh. hope I-10 isn't all torn up like it has been in patches, you know, in areas.
Oh yeah.
And then once you get past all this, start making your way over because the on-ramp is right there.
Yeah.
It happens pretty quick, so that's why I just let you know. As we are officially on IH-10, the highway for us to take to Fort Stockton.
Oh yeah, we'll be catching that HOA lane up here a little bit.
Yeah. We have HOV lanes here, but they're short. They're short little patches of it. It's not like when I was living in Dallas. You can get on the HOV and you can be on there for miles and miles. You know, so. I used to get on there when Mercedes was a baby and have her in the back seat. And there's, you know, they're stopping. Okay, you know, it's for 2 people. I said, I got one more in the back, in the car seat. She's facing the other way, but there's a second person back there.
Yeah, we also
But it's got to be a front seater. I go, oh shit.
and we got Jack too.
Yeah.
I think he counts, but they may not. Yeah, I-10 is pretty busy in this area. Not like Jason's area near Houston.
You know, we first moved to San Antonio back in 73. No, it was 72. In 72, 73, it was in May. And that was birthday week for all of us, family. So we all had our first birthdays here in San Antonio then. And we would make trips back to, we lived in Dallas, but we were from Abilene. And we had moved to Dallas. At that time, my parents were just, you know, were trying to find, you know, where they could build a better future for us, you know, better opportunity. And at that time, the oil industry out in West Texas, around the Abilene, Midland, Odessa, and all that, had gone under. It had gotten so bad out there that you would see empty oil fields, derricks for miles, just abandoned there, you know. And so they said, well, let's try Dallas. They thought it was crazy. They said it was just too much crime and too many hippies. We lived where we lived on was a street called Buena Vista in Dallas, and if y'all are familiar with Dallas, Dallas is like in the elite area now, the elite neighborhood. But back then, it was just full of flower selling hippies in the streets, and there was a hippie commune. You know, the outside, the water faucets, you know, and wash up, get water, whatever. And they weren't having that, my parents. They said, okay, we got to try somewhere else. And then my uncle was working down here in San Antonio. He said, y'all come here, give it a try. We came, and we stayed. Never went back. And so when we would go back home, I-10 was the way for us to go. So we would go through I-10 until we hit that road to Fredericksburg. What is it, that number?
US 87.
US 87. And then we would take a right there into Fredericksburg, and it was all back roads until we got to Abilene. And back then, this part of I-10 was out in the boondocks. You know, we would say to each other, we're out in the country. You know, the only thing that was out here really was just all wooded area. There was a quarry that we just passed up, but there was a quarry out here. And that quarry shut down several years ago, quite some time ago, about maybe 30 years ago, which was converted into Six Flags. And then, of course, over the years, I-10 getting wider and wider. And where do you want to go, sweetheart? Jack is over here. I think might want to be trying to climb on Kevin like he always does. He always has to get in your lap.
Oh yeah.
You know, a typical dog to ride in the lap and look out the window. You know.
Yeah, we'll let them do that later. He's all in the chat.
I knocked myself out a bit, so I'm just getting back in. Oh yeah, Jason, the traffic in Houston. My cousin one time was out being a bad boy, and he decided he wanted to drop me off and me just take a drive. Well, he goes and he does his, his naughties. And I went around the same few blocks for the longest ass time saying, when the hell is this boy going to come back out? Until finally I'm like, don't ever do that to me again.
Yeah, right in this area, it's pretty much getting into the Texas Hill Country.
Hopefully the phone will be able to pick it up. Because the more you'll see here on this I-10, you'll start seeing in the distance the hills from the hill country start showing up.
Actually, we haven't even left San Antonio.
No, we haven't left San Antonio.
Not too far from here.
No, not too far from here. In fact, Bernie was like the next little suburban type town, small town. Back then, leaving San Antonio. And now, you just drive right into it before you realize it. Oh, we're in Bernie, okay. You don't realize it because the continuous over the growth out here and the traffic, you can't tell the difference. You still think you're in the same area. You just gotta look out for the sign saying, it'll say Bernie city limit. Right now it says San Antonio city limit again, so we could have hit a little bit of Bernie there maybe.
Or Leon Springs.
Or Leon Springs, yeah, Leon Springs is another area. And they're supposed to be building a Buc-ee's out here. We're along this here. Maybe we'll see a sign saying future site of Buc-ee's, and I think it's going to be like a super small Buc-ee's. I don't think it's going to be like the other ones. There's that one out there by Seguin, right? Isn't the one by Seguin? That's a huge one.
Near Luling.
Near Luling.
In fact, after our hike at Palmetto, Jason, Troy, and I all got barbecue sandwiches from there and beaver nuggets. No, I just thought of it. I didn't think of it earlier. You still had the beaver nuggets?
Yeah, I still have them there. I have to try that one. I've tried the original, beaver nuggets. And they're okay. I really have to be like in the mood for them. They remind me kind of those what are those cereals, those corn pops?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that cereal, those corn pops. But this one, they said it's a salted caramel.
Yeah.
So I bet those taste pretty good. They might taste almost like a Cracker Jack. So.
Kind of, yeah. They weren't bad.
Do we camp out while we're traveling? I don't. Kevin has. It was only like one overnight, no, two overnight camp trips you did, right?
Yeah.
Y'all did in Junction, and where was the other one?
South Llano River.
Yeah, the South Llano River.
That was the one near Junction. And then the first South Texas YouTube meetup. I camped out there.
Good morning, Bud Files.
Hello, Bud Files. Welcome in. Yeah, once we get past Bernie, the traffic will thin a little bit, but definitely past Kerrville.
And see, we're starting to climb here, so that means we're hitting into the foothills, the bottom of the hill country. And even you'll start climbing in some areas here where you'll start feeling your ears pop.
Yeah, the elevation, I mean, even take San Antonio. San Antonio's elevation right from the southeast side is close to 500 feet above sea level.
Hello, Aries World.
Hey, Chris, welcome in. Yeah, just a little recap. We're on our way to
roadkill. More like road pizza.
Yeah, we're on our way to the historic Fort Stockton Living History Days. Got the primrose.
Yeah, the primroses are out.
I've seen spots of bluebonnets. We've been so dry, I think the wildflowers are struggling, but the primrose, I think you can't even kill those things. They're harder than the wildflowers.
Oh, really, Jason? You can see the change in the terrain? Yeah, we can too. It starts to look a little bit more, well, there's not as much construction on this area here. It's still a lot of growth out here, but it's mostly like new neighborhood subdivisions coming up. But yeah, it's getting more wooded out here. But as we get a little bit further out, way out, you'll start seeing like a desert terrain.
Yeah.
And that's the start of like the Trans-Pecos area.
Yeah, when we start getting, kind of west of Ozuna, then it starts becoming more desert-like.
Look there, it says TikTok. There's a sign. It says TikTok Buc-ee's. So that means it's in the works. It's just a matter of time. And really, honestly, for San Antonio, you know, we have a barbecue franchise here called Bill Miller. And I'll be nice. It's not the best. But it'll, like my brother says, it'll make a turd. You know, you go and eat somewhere and it's not the best, but you got to fill the belly. And he goes, it's okay. It'll make a turd. I'm like, oh my God.
It's very convenient. But there's some mom and pop barbecue places in San Antonio that are very good, like B&B. Ivy's barbed wire.
Yeah, and unfortunately for us, we have to drive across town to it.
Either one of them.
Yeah, there's not one like on the northwest side. There is over here, kind of close, called Rudy's. And Rudy's is just hit and miss on what you're going to eat there. You know, it's a little bit on so occasionally, you know, yeah, we'll go there. There's also one not too far, also from our area, over by SeaWorld. But on I-10 here, there's only there's Rudy's here, and so like I said about Bill Miller, there's only they have ribs there, and the only time you want to catch the meat at its best there is when you go like at lunchtime. Maybe dinner it'll hold off, you know, because they don't cook their meat on site. They have a factory. They have a warehouse. Yeah, central location to where they have where they have their pits, and there they'll cook their roll. They have a bakery there where they make all their breads, their bread and their rolls and their peach cobblers. And, they're known for their peach cobbler, and occasionally they'll have apple cobbler and cherry cobbler. And once in a while, you'll find some blueberry cobbler, which is pretty good.
Their pecan pies are really good.
Yeah, their pecan pies. You know, every time I go to, you know, I shouldn't. Cause being diabetic, I have to watch, you know, my sugar intake, you know, or the carb intake. And regardless when I go there, if they have it, I need to have me a pecan pie. And so that way I can kind of, so I can kind of like balance it out. I'll get like a smaller plate. I'll get like a kid's plate, which is fine. It's usually like, you know, you can get a chicken leg, chicken thigh, fries. You can ask for a piece of bread, and then that'll leave me some room for my pecan pie. This image says, you know, it's pecan. Okay, pecan, you know.
Yeah, we just got past.
Yeah, Barry, I did say cobbler.
Hey, Barry, welcome in. And I've done some kayaking on that lake. It's only about 100-acre lake. Before we get further out of town, stop off somewhere so I can get me a drink. Oh.
Because we're going to get to where there's not going to be anything for a while. So yeah, usually we go prepare. We go, we have drinks and snacks with us for the road. We usually keep a water bottle nearby in Jackie Boy's bowls to see if he'll drink water. But
I got some sodas in the ice chest.
Yeah, but they're the little small drink bottles, and I think about 3-4 swallows I'll be done with it.
Oh.
That's enough if I'm going to have a meal with it, just to wash it down.
Big difference in traffic here. Instead of fighting the lights in the medical center area. Right at Burning, there will be that QT.
Oh, okay, the QT?
Yeah. About 12 miles ahead.
So anyway, earlier I was mentioning about they'll be building a Buc-ee's out here. So I guess if we really want to go and have ourselves a pretty good brisket sandwich, we're going to have to drive to Buc-ee's and get one and bring back a few sandwiches with us.
Ride the Marathon and go to Rick Ballpark Barbecue.
Marathon would be a 7-hour drive?
Pretty much. Only about 2 hours from Port Stockton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a direct road.
No, we haven't seen any Malamores yet.
Not yet.
Just a lot of what do you call it? Turkey buzzards.
Yep.
Might see an occasional raven.
Haven't seen them yet, but yeah. In fact, there are two types of ravens in this area. There's the common raven and the Chihuahuan raven.
Baby, why are you crying?
Yep. Another thing I'm concerned about is signaling between these hills.
Did you bring your gimbal?
Yes, I brought the gimbal. I brought the GoPro and the DJI. Yeah, because children are up at the fort, but Saturday is the general public day.
Yeah.
Then I will more than likely go live from the fort there. Not like the live from Tom Slick Park when those freaking Yellow Jackets came after me. Those things were aggressive.
Huh?
Those things were aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, I hit the hilly already, Jason. Yeah, we're starting to get, like I said, we'll start hitting an area where we'll start making, a gradual climb, and then we'll start seeing hills in the distance. But the place to see some magnificent hills is actually like the junction there on the Three Sisters.
Yeah.
Also up by Los Maples in that back area when you're going to Lakey to the back street.
Yeah.
You'll start seeing some really beautiful hills out there. It's almost kind of scary. We drove through there one time at night, and during see the scenery, but at the times that we've driven through there at night, it's kind of scary because you know what's out there. It's a straight fall down, and it's kind of like looking into the abyss, kind of spooky. But yeah, I hear it. You'll see the landscape changing. Wait, what did you do?
distance. I doubt it. Fun's picking it up, but you can see some significant ridges out there.
Yeah.
Hill country ridges.
Is Troy's working right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Troy, Chris, and Jeff. More than likely, Jason.
Well, he's been on here.
Yep. Yeah, I realize that.
Yeah, he's been on here. I guess he's sneaking in at work.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. Speaking of work, I was at my old work site today. That was my supply of ice. I don't even know how much a bag of ice is running now, but I was like, we're going to have to get quite a bit of ice, so I just got hold of someone from work, and they
Oh, okay, good. Jason just said he goes back to work at noon.
Oh, okay. Catching him on his lunch break. Well, I'm glad you came in. Yeah, you mentioned Las Vegas. That was the first time I met Jason. It was Jason and Justin from Backroad Freedom, and we did a hike at Las Vegas. That day got hot on us. QT.
Okay.
Yeah, crossing the Guadalupe River. Yeah, back in
Some people say the Guadalupe.
yep,
You're passing the Guadalupe. Well, it's Guadalupe.
July 4th last year was a major flood along this river. Very destructive and tragic flooding that happened.
Okay, well, there's the Loves also there.
Yeah. It shouldn't be too bad. Not like that one night. It was
Yeah.
just packed.
Oh, he knows we're slowing down. It's changing.
Oh yeah. Slow down.
Yeah, Jack can tell the change in the truck. You start to slow down or start making some stops, and he'll start. He's like, oh. You gonna go in for anything?
No, I'm not, but I'm gonna bring him out.
Are you gonna use my phone to look at it, or?
I'm gonna walk him. We're gonna be down for a little while. I'll be right back out. Right back, and Joanne's gonna run in, but we'll be back in just a minute. Hello, Golden Doodle, Winnie, welcome in. Joanne's currently in the store. Here with Jackie Boy, he's happy to be out on a trip. Yep, Jackie Boy says wolf. He's actually whimpering right now. He just gets so excited to get out. And to mention about him, I was saying 14, but I was mistaken. He's a 13-year-old miniature pinscher. Not slowing down yet. But he's ready to get out and go on an adventure. What do you say, boy? He's like, quit driving around. Yeah, he does. He's done some miles on trail with me. Just he has one thing about him. He overheats very easily. And plus, it gets very hot out on trail here in Texas during the summer. Yeah, Joanne said, time to go in and get a drink. We do got drinks on ice, but they're kind of small, like Joanne was saying. Got water. I got a little water bowl for him. Yeah, we're at the Love's gas station. I think they were around before Buc-ee's, but they're very similar. Yeah, right now we're at Comfort, Texas, and we still got some miles to go to Fort Stockton. We're just east of Kerrville. What do you say, boy? You ready for an adventure? Okay, thank you, Jason.
You don't want anything from in there?
No, I'm good. You have the slot right there. Okay, time for us to get rolling again. and get situated. And we'll be moving in a little bit. Well, Jason, have a great day. You open up your chat again.
Yeah, get my phone out. Okay, wait for these.
Yeah. I don't think these people know what they're doing.
So, calm down, baby. Yep. Back to I-10. Jose Fantasticville. I finally caught your name.
Hey, Jose, welcome in. Yeah, Jose out of the San Antonio area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's the one thing difference between like Highway 90 and
I can't go big much. I think he wants more space to lay down. I'm too far forward unless we unless we move some of those back there and strap them down. I don't know.
grab it, blanket.
Here, baby.
He'll figure it out. Yeah, the one thing between Highway 90 and I-10, I-10 has a lot of the 18-wheelers on it. Don't need to be going that fast. Yes, I guess he's realizing it's a long drive.
Mike's Adventure Sparks.
Hey, Mike, welcome in. Yeah, in this area, we're starting to get a lot of the road cuts through the hills.
Mm-hmm. Like this road here, they cut right through this hill here. They blasted right through it. You saw the limestone and the different layers in the rocks.
Oh, yeah. My ears just popped.
What was that?
Rust area.
Oh, okay. So there's another one for 123 miles?
120. Yeah. Yeah, we're just about to reach Kerrville. And we're kind of on a hilltop here. No, the camera's not picking it up, but I can see some of the Texas redbuds really in flower. Also, one thing, as we get a little further west, you get in between the hills and you get some pretty rowdy crosswinds.
Yeah, you do. Shakes the whole truck.
Oh, yeah. And the sign said Kerrville city limits. Yep, there's
The sign, yeah, gusty wind area. Gusty winds area.
Kerrville next to exits.
P digits?
Huh?
P digits?
Hello,
Is it? I just
people.
clicked the channel and now I'm riding in a truck. The wizardry of white, YouTube. Good afternoon, hiking with Jackie Boy.
Good afternoon.
P digits.
Oh, there's Cross Mountain here in Kerrville. Very beautiful place. Kerrville being pretty much a white spot at one time, but it has really grown. It's a fairly good sized city now.
We're in Texas. Hey, Digits, we're in Texas.
Yep. We're going pretty much through the heart of the Texas Hill Country right now.
Yes. The famous Texas Hill Country.
Some of my favorite state parks are located in the Texas Hill Country. Yeah, there's Scientific Town, Ingram. Ingram was devastated by those floods July 4th.
Yeah.
A lot of building resorts.
I know, we need to make a drive through there and look at the aftermath, you know, with how they're recovering.
Just west of Kerrville.
The sign just said that we're 483 miles from El Paso, Texas. That's quite a ways.
Yes, it is.
All right, there's a truck slowing down up there.
That's the problem about the interstates is the trucks. I know they're necessary for commerce, but
there by the door. don't see it happening on your phone, but on mine, you can see where it's spinning, where it's buffing
Yeah,
on some areas.
I wouldn't be surprised for
Well, especially like here, like right here between this cut and the hill right here, that it's a highway now. And usually in between here is where it happens.
Yeah.
You're blocked, by the limestone hill here on the side, and it'll drop calls or it'll keep buffing. But you do see a lot of the transformers in the area, the distance, the Wi-Fi towers, internet towers. You been to West Texas, Pete Digits? Hey, Allah, we made you hungry with all the food. Actually, right now, when we were inside the Love's gas station, I took a walk over because inside there's a McDonald's and there's a Subway section. We ate breakfast right before we got on the road, so we're good. But just smelling the food, you walk in there and you see the rollers there with all the hot dogs, about 100 hot dogs, because there's a huge truck stop. So there's about 100 hot dogs on the rollers. And they got the spicy ones, they got the sausage, and then these little taquitos on the other side. And then I walked over to the McDonald's and I was looking at the menu, for a little cheeseburger. And I said, well, I can get us each a little cheeseburger and a plain burger for Jack. And I thought, no, I'm good. No. And then I walked through the Subway and I said, we can split a 12-inch. I said, no, it's okay. So we'll just wait somewhere along the road. When we travel with Jack, it's limited to where we can eat. A lot of times it's pick up, take out, or pick up and go to a roadside picnic area, with Jack. And of course we share our food with Jack. He gets a treat there. He loves that.
He does have his dog food, but when we're traveling, he gets very finicky.
Yeah, he won't eat.
He'll mooch.
Yeah, he'll mooch. Now we stop at a roadside and we have snacks with us. Sometimes we'll have those little, like I call them the giant Lunchables, the one that has like the cheese and crackers and a deli meat. The trays. And we'll eat that. Well, sometimes we'll eat one of those, and then Jack eats from that too. He likes every part of it. The cheese, the cracker, the ham, or the turkey, or whatever it is we're getting. Even the pepperoni he likes. Does he eat the salami?
Yeah.
He likes salami?
Oh yeah. Not the best for him, but because normally he's having his.
Hey, having fun in nature. How you doing?
Hello, Tiffany. Welcome in.
That's Tiffany?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, you got quite a bit of a friendship going here. You have become on first names. A lot of everybody's first names.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean.
Yeah. It's a little community.
I think I've been blessed by a big community that I've been welcomed into. Yeah, it's Tiffany and Brian, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think you're out of Montana. Well, there's a pretty nice area up in Abundance.
I missed him, I guess. I didn't see him, I guess I missed him. Yeah, I say, yep, Northwest Montana.
Okay. I think we ought to visit Montana sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Like in July and August.
Wouldn't that be hot up in Montana? July and August? Stifling?
I think they do get pretty warm, but you might catch a break compared to the South Texas heat. Yeah, the speed limit is 80 through here. What they say in Texas, the speed limit's just a suggestion.
Oh.
Yeah, since we're west of Kerrville, traffic gets a little more spread out, but there are a lot of these trucks here.
Also, you gotta watch out for fires in the summer in Montana.
Oh yeah.
We have a fire going on, a wildfire within the city limits going on in San Antonio right now. Was it a combustible fire or what happened to that one?
I hadn't heard.
Yeah, there's a fire going on right now in San Antonio now. A few years back, quite some years back, about maybe 12, 13 years ago, maybe around that, there was a fire up in the northwest side, far west side almost, I guess. Well, no, northwest, I guess. And it lasted for several months. I remember how low it is. And they said that one was caused by combustion, combustible gases underneath, and there was a landfill.
Oh yeah, that guy who basically had a huge brush pile. And,
That burned for months.
Oh yeah, and also its location was not a very good location because
The services probably, or
the Edwards Aquifer recharge zone when they're going to do the fire suppression, there is a risk of
contaminated, or
groundwater contamination.
Oh, okay.
And then they had to set up berms to capture the water that was running up from the fire suppression, and they actually were pumping it to the plant I worked at the time, the Leon Creek facility. So we were there doing some special sampling.
Oh, the humidity can get so bad here in San Antonio, in this part of Texas.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it's like we're like in a subtropical environment, that where we're at actually. And even though we're so close to Mexico and the deserts and stuff like that, it's still bad. The humidity is so bad. We're like 150 miles from the Gulf of Mexico, the water. So that contributes to a lot of the humidity in the air.
And we're only about 120 miles away from Mexico.
Yeah. And it gets really stifling where people have been known to take, 2-3 showers a day because of the humidity. And actually what they're doing is they're going in just to rinse their bodies off. Because of the humidity, clothes sticking to you, and I mean, sunburn from the humidity, the skin, the rash you get, the chapness, from the humidity, the moisture, and it just, the prickly heat, okay, and it's pretty bad. And everybody, of course, we've got to the part where, yeah, let's try to conserve our energy to have a lower electric bill. I'm like, hell with that. Fuck it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I'll just rather pay and be a little broke this summer, but I'm going to be comfortable. I'm not going to be sitting here sweating and going through a lot of torment. So I said, nope. I just rather sit here in my chonies and the AC dropped.
Yeah, my outdoor activities change a bit during the summer here. One thing, I don't want to be on trail when it's ambient air temperatures over 100 degrees. I definitely don't want to have Jackie Boy on trail when it's like that. I mean, because it's just way too hard on him. So what I do is I'll do some kayaking, Also, I met up and done some tours of museums. I've done that with Donnie of Martin's RV in Uvalde and Frank CC Channel. And also we still have some of the native events we go to. I don't know of any powwows except that one in April, and I don't know if we're making the AIT powwow.
Is there something that's going on that day also?
Huh?
That 4-hour powwow they have? What's going on that day? Somebody's coming in?
Jeff from Calvin Boston Terriers.
And you'll be here during the time of the powwow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They haven't decided on where to meet up at. Of course, they're saying, you're in San Antonio. And I said, yeah, it's me. I can tell you where the state parks are at. There they are. There's Raven. Common Raven.
Oh, okay.
Still well over 400 miles to El Paso.
Yeah.
Good thing we'll be stopping way before that. And I do plan to make a long-form video of the visit to Fort Stockton.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be out there for 3 days. And actually 5 days. That we'll be there like today, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we'll come home Sunday. So it's like a 5-day thing out here.
Oh yeah.
It's a long time for me to be away from home. And I got my daughter who's in college. She'll be by herself, and then she'll be, we have our dog also. She'll be looking after, and
I made sure Chica has plenty of food and water.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a cat named Chica. And so she'll be fine. Cats okay being left by themselves. It's a little hard on dogs. Dogs need that association, with either other dogs or their owners. Yeah, we're kind of in a leveled off area right here, but when we get closer to the town of Junction, it'll get hilly again. Also, there's a river crossing there, the Llano River.
And they pronounce that so differently because the way it's spelled, it's Llano. It's actually pronounced the double L, but in Spanish it's like a Y sound, so it's Llano. And you'll hear Lano,
Yeah.
depending, what part of region of Texas the accent's coming from.
Well, the town of Llano, the people in that town pronounce it with the L.
The Lano.
Llano. And but if you
Even the Texas reporter, Texas Country Reporter, they'll say Lano.
Yep.
They'll say Lano, and we're in the background. We're going, it's Llano. Lano, and then there's even a town Lano. We say, but in Canada we'll say Llano, but it's Lano.
It's funny how certain pronunciations of places, like Marathon, Texas, the people in Marathon call it Marathon. There's a county called, it's spelled Deaf Smith, but they pronounce it Deef Smith.
Oh yeah, Deef?
Yep.
What happened here? I guess I'm losing connection.
Yeah, I can't see my phone. What's it?
It's showing there, but I haven't.
Well, another one, Burnett, Texas, they call it Burnett.
Burnett?
Yep. Yeah, they have a phrase there. It's burn it, darn it. Can't you learn it?
Hey, where are you, Jack? Oh, there you are. It is having fun. It's a nice drive. It's not too cool. But if you're in it long enough, then you'll feel the heat. If you're outside on the outside.
Yeah, my truck's reading 39 degrees Fahrenheit. Like a livestock trailer ahead. This area does have a lot of ranching. Of course, there's cattle, goats, and I think some area has some sheep.
I guess you could say I'm in the ranching also too. Because of the buffaloes?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you are a director for the Texas Tribal Buffalo Project.
Yeah.
Gusty wind area. Yeah, our total drive is going to be roughly about 4 hours. Total drive. We've already been on the road over an hour. I'm glad to see that boy has finally settled down. Oh, what is it?
What?
I'm not certain what.
I saw red in it.
Yeah, it didn't have the body shape like a hawk.
A caracara, no?
No, not a caracara.
Aries World.
Hey, Chris. Yeah, I met Chris last October when he was in San Antonio.
Yes, thank you. Having fun. We're hoping to have a good trip also too. We haven't been out here.
Yep. Yeah, this may be Stretch Avenue signal.
Well, we just passed a cell tower.
Oh, do we? Yeah, these hills are hard on these trucks like this. They struggle with them.
What's the purpose of all those balls up there?
They probably have one of the small airports, and it marks the power lines. They're a marker. Okay, boy. Yeah, Chris, Jackie Boy is with us on this one.
Hey, RV living with the geezer.
Hey, Calvin, welcome in. Good to see you. We're on our way to Fort Stockton.
Yeah.
We're finally getting ourselves back out into West Texas. Yeah, we're approaching Counter Junction.
Cooper's Barbecue.
Yep. The home of the super salty brisket.
Yeah, Calvin said, man, I sure recognize that part of IH-10.
Oh, yeah.
Been down that highway many times, yeah.
Yeah, we have.
I mean, he's been down this highway many times. And so have we.
Oh, yeah. Driving down into the valley.
Up along here, wherever my finger is right underneath. That's the hills.
Small town of Segovia. I forgot about that place.
Is there something in Segovia?
Convenience store.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
That's Segovia?
that's Segovia.
We just got bombed by bird shit. We're gonna have to wash the windshield somewhere again along the way. It dries almost instantly, like you know,
Oh yeah.
it cakes up right away.
Oh, they got a hotel.
The OYO, those are popping up around. More roadkill. Like I said earlier, it looks like road pizza.
And
There's lum. After this, we gotta try that.
yeah, that would be a place to try. I know we've tried Cooper's.
Cooper's, I don't remember it really how. We probably have to eat it maybe a couple more times so I have a real honest opinion about it. But they're just pricey. Just for you and I, that one time was like $50-something, remember?
Yep.
And we only
And
got,
that was before the inflation.
yeah, and all we got was, we each got a side, we each got a rib, a little bit of brisket, and what else did we get? A piece of sausage or something? I don't know, but, and the only thing they had up in the back that was a freebie was a kettle full of pinto beans, which was still good. And of course bread and all that, but that was still kind of quite pricey. It's about as bad as not, but it's not as bad as that other place near Austin that we went there one time. That was like $70, $80.
Oh, God, I can't think
of that barbecue place, and it was not all that.
It's in Redwood, the Salt Lick.
Salt Lick, yes. I was not impressed by that. No. The only place that I was impressed by was the B&B over in San Antonio.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I said, we gotta make a drive over there, which is okay. We can just go and do dinner and take a drive in that area. We can always do that, you know, easily. But like I said, in our part of town, no. But since they're building that Buc-ee's kind of close by, we can drive to Buc-ee's and get a brisket sandwich and bring a couple home.
Yeah, we're just now reaching,
South Llano River State Park, next 3 exits.
yep, we're reaching Junction. Yeah, Calvin's still here, wondering when he goes back out to West Texas, is he gonna have someone haul his trailer out there, or he's gonna make the drive himself?
Where does he park it at?
He stays in Fort Davis.
He goes to the RV or someplace else?
Yeah, there's an RV park that he stays at. Oh, speaking of the South Llano River State Park, I did do a camp out there, and it does have some nice hiking trails, and the river's quite beautiful. And it's unusual for a river in Texas because it kind of flows to the northeast, not like most meets the main channel of the Llano River. But I have thought of putting in my kayak at South Llano River State Park, and then take the kayak out at Junction City Park. I think that would be a cool kayaking adventure. Yep, not really seeing the town itself. A few buildings. Yeah, like these picnic areas, these truckers pull off because I think they're only allowed to be on the road for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, they can't doubles. They can't do doubles or something like that. They have at least so many hours off, and they have to keep a logbook, and anybody can stop them. You know.
Oh yeah.
And check. Let me check your logbook. Llano River,
Yep.
Orlando. Ooh,
Yeah.
it's got some water.
Well, the Llanos held up with this drought. Down highways like US 83, I go south on it, bring you to Lake E, to the other.
Well, that's in the Rock Springs. That's another place we want to go and see the bat flight out there.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Devil's Sinkhole. The airfield.
Yeah. Jackie. See? There you go. There. We haven't driven too much through Junction. It's actually, we just go through there to the park and out back on the highway, right? But we have stopped and walked around Rock Springs.
Oh yeah. We've done a drive-through on Junction.
Yeah. And then that's what I was saying, that there's some beautiful hilly areas was right there behind in Junction, that back area. You see some really beautiful hillsides there. Right there.
Yep. Jackie boy moving around.
Jackie boy moving around and letting them rip. I said, you gotta go poop, boy. Are you farting? He's like, leave me alone. Well, Papa's. Look at that. He's getting more silver faced.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's what?
Well, I looked at.
He's
I
going
was,
on 15 now, or how old?
no, I was mistaken. What I looked at is shot record. He's 13.
Oh, he's 13 years old. Okay. You're younger then. Okay.
Yep.
See, Daddy was making you older. I thought you were going on 15. Oh, you're 13. Okay.
Yeah, he's not behaving like an old dog yet.
But he's got a lot of silver on his face now.
Oh yeah, he's got that frosty face. Yeah. Any buffering yet?
You're about to have Todd's about to have a shrimp salad. Oh, if I could only have a shrimp salad. Or a piece of shrimp. I can't have shrimp. So we're on your PC. You're up on your PC at home, and now now we're up on your phone. The winners if he gets credit for two guests.
Yep.
Yeah, really? Oh,
I
okay.
think so.
Oh, okay. He said Kevin says he thinks so.
Jack, lay down.
Okay, Calvin. Well, thank you for joining us, and yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Calvin. I hope to see you again someday. Buddy.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you a few years ago in Pertha.
Yeah.
Now, Calvin's been doing some live streams himself.
Mhm.
Just to walk around for 15, 20 minutes.
I guess if you have a good signal at the fort, you can do a walk around there.
Oh, yeah. We probably should since.
I won't be able to go because I won't have nobody to watch the table. I'm gonna be by myself there,
Yeah.
and Bill will be in the next table. So I'll just have to go take a potty break and come right back, and then take turns to go get our food to go eat. If you're there, go get me some food or something, because they'll be feeding us there at the fort.
Like how Calvin mentioned, I've been along that stretch I did many times.
We're down to 4 or 5 viewers. How long you want to keep this running?
Not
How long you want to keep this running?
till Sunday. Or till we make a stop off and close it down.
but somebody just sent me a text message saying hi, and I don't recognize the number or anything like that, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some email one time, and it said, "Hi, this is Mary. This is my new email. Email me." I copied that link and then entered it on Google, and it was like, no, that brings me to an unsolicited site. I said, nope. Blocking that email.
Hello? Uh-huh. No, because Kevin got there and she wanted me. For the car? It's back in the room where it was before. Why, you don't see it? I put it there. No, I put it back over there, and then also the extra batteries right there in a little package.
Oh, there's the wind.
Where's that? It's in the room where it's always been. There's the middle room, the other room. Where you put it, where it has been. You know, the key fob is right there.
Yep, signed to Fort McCavitt State Historical Site. We visited there. Need to make a visit to this place.
Nothing. Just clear my throat. Yeah, just speak Nikita.
And Joanne's on a phone call.
Like you said, keep all the doors locked. Alright. Let me know. Okay, well, let me know when you're back from school tonight. Alright? Alright. Okay, Calvin, we'll see you. Take care.
Still got a ways to go.
Fort McCarran was the one that we saw inside the museum where they had that Humano on the wall, that painted, or that big picture.
I'm not sure.
I want to say it is, because we've been there, right?
Yeah,
It's there then. I need to remember to tell them that too, that the Humanos were used by the military as their scouts, as their messengers. And if you go to Fort McCavitt, you'll see on the wall, there's the Humano on the wall. That's why I brought that one book to read some of the, because like I said, we had a lot of history in the area, so I needed a worship of the history in the area.
posting on one of the lives. And what's the chief's name again?
Gabriel Carrasco.
Okay, and Boondocking with Dennis brought up some information about him and what he had to do with the Lady in Blue in San Angelo.
Yeah.
He had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed by what Dennis knew about the Lady in Blue.
Which one is Dennis again?
Huh?
Which one is Dennis again?
Boondocking with Dennis.
Oh, okay. Oh, the one in Rockport. Yes, yes. There's so many of your friends that I have to see which one is which. Who's who?
Dennis, Troy, Jason, Justin, Pretty Pooch.
Barry. We got Trekking with Deb and Mike.
What was it?
Trekking with Deb and Mike are in.
Oh, okay. Hello, Deb and Mike. Welcome in.
Very.
Very has some really
Yeah.
sharp one-liners.
He says to get the Dollar General truck to honk at us.
Right? Do that pump where they hump. Yeah, less than 40 miles is the town of Sonora, but there's a really pretty cavern in Sonora called the Caverns of Sonora. We visited that one time. I'd like to revisit that.
You know, I was surprised about the caverns of Sonora, that how hot and humid it is in there. And I've been to the Natural Bridge Caverns, and it's cold in there.
Yeah, the super humid in it.
Truck swinging up there.
Yeah. It's probably catching the wind right here. Got a little bit of a pass. Yeah, it's killing it too. everybody who came in. I really appreciate it. I need to get the phone on the charger before too long.
Yeah, it's just gonna die on us. So
So thank you for coming in, and I hope everyone has a good day. And I can't say when, but I probably will be going live from the historic fort itself. Probably over the weekend. It's sooner, maybe. Coming in, everybody.
bye, everybody. Thanks.
Then it's gonna confirm